Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Process Server and Messenger. It's Monday. We got a nice Monday episode for you. The new year is starting later this week, and the Christmas and other holidays, Hanukkah and all of the other holidays. Someone wrote Merry Kwanzaa on my car. And it's a little dirty, I guess. So I got one of those. But yeah, that's coming up later this week. And before we get started with the show, I always like to remind everyone to please like, rate, review, subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening, however you're listening. I'm on all sorts of platforms. I'm on YouTube. I got a nice podcast platform I use Libsyn, so they put my podcast up everywhere. Apple, I don't even know what else, but everywhere else that you can get podcasts. So yeah, go ahead and like, rate, review, subscribe. It all goes a long way. It helps a lot. Every click, every like, every listen, we're still growing. So yeah, I see it all and I appreciate it all, and it's all going a long way to making this thing into what we're trying to get it to do. Putting up a lot of stuff on Instagram. I'm on X a lot. I'm on TikTok. That's growing. I'm doing a better job at TikTok. When I started this year, I had no idea how to use TikTok. Now I got that going. I have Threads. I think I already said Instagram, but I'll say it again. I have a Substack, which I don't use a lot. I'm just going to that's saving that for 2026. That's a 2026 thing. And I do have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/process server and messenger. You go check that out. There's a lot of creative stuff on there. It's all the stuff I do more creatively. Photo journals up there. There will soon be another recording type podcast thing that I put up there. Photos up there, photo journal, other videos of driving through LA and some of the stuff that I shoot on my GoPro when I'm out serving people. So there's a lot more creative stuff out there on my patreon.com/process server and messenger. There's a link in the bio. There's a link in the bio if you're watching this. I have a link to my process server and messenger Patreon account. So go check it out. It's a good time over there. And that's really the best way you can support the podcast is to get on over to patreon.com/process server and messenger and become a member or subscriber. I don't know what language they use. I think it's become a member. I have a $20 tier and someone joined as a free member. So apparently I have a free tier as well, but it's better if you do the $20 member, all right. With that being said, go ahead and check that out and like and click and comment and all that. And it's Monday. Happy Monday. Let's start the show. All right, everybody. Happy Monday. It's a Monday episode. We missed Friday. It was the day after Christmas, so I was just with the family a lot, and the boys are out of school. I have two young boys. They go to an elementary school. They're home for the holidays, so I was really trying to get something done on Friday. Didn't get it up, but I'm not going to beat myself up over it. We just missed Friday. I'm sure, the world kept spinning, so we're fine. But I've been really good about not missing days. I kind of committed to Monday and Friday. I've been thinking about maybe there's a better couple days, but I don't know. I think Monday, Friday is good. I think I'm going to keep it Monday, Friday. Sunday, Wednesday is a format I see a lot. I see some people put their podcasts up on only Saturdays once a week. I mean, ideally, I'd be doing this every day in the morning. I think that would be kind of where I want to get to one day in the future, is to wake up early in the morning and post a daily morning episode. I like to sit in my car and listen to podcasts. I like to listen to AM radio. I like to listen to talk radio. So I guess this is like my version of getting into that now as an adult. I remember when I was a kid, there was a lot of radios around, a lot of talk radios, a lot of AM radio stations. I had a neighbor that would listen to AM sports radio in his garage, so that was always on in the background. There's just a lot more radio and talk radio, and now it's all podcasts. So I guess it's the same thing. It's somewhat similar. It's a little bit hybrid. There's like more of a video element to the podcast now, but essentially it's the same thing. It's just AM radio. I listen to a lot of AM radio when I'm serving people too, when I'm driving around. I guess it's another reason I like being a process server is I'm in my car listening to AM radio. I listen to 97.1. Is that KNX? Is that what they call it? KNX? It's like they do the local news. It's just radio news. They do the same 5 or 6 stories all day, but I guess it updates slightly throughout the day. They have a good traffic section. It's on the 5. So if it's 05 past the hour, 15 past the hour, 25, 35, 45, 55 past the hour, that's when they're doing their traffic updates. So essentially it's just a traffic radio station with commercials and a couple like news stories. I think they do CBS News. If they have something national, they also do some Bloomberg stuff. So I listen to that a lot, way more often than I listen to music on the radio. I have 97.1 on, or I have some of the sports channels on. Listen to Roger Lodge, 8:30 a.m. He has a Angels talk show. I guess he does sports, but that's like an Angels show, and a lot of other stations in LA are Dodgers. So when it's baseball season, I head over to Roger Lodge's station more frequently. I think 570. One of them's ESPN. One of them's something or the other, and it's good that you get Clippers games, you get Lakers games, sports radio. Yeah, I'm just always on radio. I guess that's one thing I like about being a process server is that I'm in my car and I get to listen to AM radio, and it's maybe something that drew me into starting a podcast is I just like the talk format. I like the chit chat talking format. I like a show like this where it's just one guy talking for an hour. I haven't gotten up to an hour yet. I think my longest one is 49 minutes and something seconds. My longest podcast that I've recorded. Haven't quite gotten up to the hour mark, but that's definitely a goal, is to make this show over an hour, at least an hour every episode. I think if I can get to the 40-minute mark, that's respectable. Like that's worth your time. You put a podcast out that's got 40 minutes of content. Anything less than that, I don't know why I have these markers. I guess you just put out whatever's good. It could be 2 minutes. It could be an hour. But in my head, those are markers that I want to hit at least for now, 40 minutes. And then I could maybe one day grow into beyond an hour. That would be the ideal format every day for an hour, right around an hour, maybe like an hour and no more than an hour, 5 minutes. I want to be right around there. I don't think I'm ready for that. Not just in terms of like developing the content, which I also need to do, but physically talking for an hour straight. It's not for me. Maybe it's easy for other people, but for me, it's a little bit of it's a challenge. It's something I had to build up. Some of these first episodes of this podcast were like 9 minutes, 8 minutes or something, then 20 minutes and then 30 minutes and now 40 minutes. So it's been somewhat of a workout. It's like a buildup. It's like a muscle you got to build. Not only how to make a thought last so long on the program that I can keep talking about it and get all the ideas out and not cut yourself short, but also like the vocal cords, the physical part of talking for an hour. It's a physical thing, It's not the easiest thing to go. There's people who do sports shows in the morning. They're on for 3 hours. There's people who probably do 4 hours. There's people that do 3 hour long podcasts, and I don't think I can even physically go that long. I think I would need a break at some point. I am just barely getting up to the point where I can talk for about 50 minutes and I'm probably even struggling at that point, like with kind of like a sore throat, or like maybe the volume of my voice kind of lowers a little bit. I just don't have the skills or the experience to go 3 hours. That seems crazy. I'd like to be able to have that ability, but for now I'm going to just shoot for the hour, and we'll get there one day. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I welcomed you guys to the show. I think we just came back straight in. And so we're 10 minutes in, but welcome to the show. It's Process Server Messenger, the show about being a process server, being a messenger, being a small business owner, and just being a guy out here in Los Angeles. I'm mostly on the west side, and I try not to go too far outside of there. I go to CT Corp, I go to LegalZoom. I'm like a specialist in serving registered agents for service process in Glendale, California. A little bit of a self-styled specialist. I'm developing that as part of the brand, but I would say I'm the best. I think it's fair to say I'm the best at serving CT Corp. My name's Nick. I'm the host of the show. Registered California process server, independent contractor, small business owner, and podcaster and content creator and creative guy, and guy who needs to build this business up even more in the new year, and guy who has a lot of goals for 2026 to build and grow and be creative. Today's a Monday. Like I said, it's the day after the holidays, so the new year's going to start. Thursday is the first day of 2026, so it's Monday. We got till Thursday to get allowed a couple more days, 1, 2, 3 more days, including today, to whatever goal you had for the beginning of the year. You got 3 more days, less than 3 days. You got two plus more days. So whatever targets you're trying to hit, you still have time. I'm a big believer in procrastination. You can get it done. You got about 2 more days. You're good. So Mondays shows, I like to do a little bit of an update, and let's pull this up here. Let's just see what's going on. It's been a rough time of year for updates because it's just slow, and everybody's slow, and life's slow, and business is slow. So, we have a year in review. That's good. I'm on the California courts newsrooms, newsroom.courts.ca.gov. I thought that'd be a good place for me to kind of focus my updates on, just California Superior Court stuff, Judicial Branch of California stuff. So yeah, 10 days ago, they came out with the year in review. I hope I didn't go over this last time. I don't think I did. Forward from Chief Justice Patricia Guerrero. Okay, so we have Patricia Guerrero, Chief Justice of California. She's honored to serve as chair of the Judicial Council of California, blah, blah, blah. They had some sort of strategic plan to guide their priorities of access, or our priorities of access, fairness, diversity, and inclusion as a central goal. I love all that. Access, fairness, diversity, inclusion. Perfect, all good things. I've been seeing a lot of access. 2025 was kind of a year of focus on access. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'll read this. I'm looking at it for the first time now, but I'll definitely read it myself later. I love reading stuff like this. I love it when the court releases some sort of year in review, letter. I feel like someone took a lot of time and took it very seriously to write these letters that I don't know who reads it other than me. It's like something that you got to do. You got to keep this site updated. You got to make a year-end letter. But who's it for? I mean, it's for me, but it's almost like busy work. It's just like something you got to do if you're the Chief Justice. You also got to do the year review letter. 2025 marked the 15th anniversary of the Council's Tribal Court State Court Forum, established to improve working relationships and outcomes for Native Americans involved in the justice system. 32 courts representing nearly 50 tribes. Nearly 50. Why don't they just say how many? Is it 48, 49? That's cool. That's good. That's good. Let's see what else. Blah, blah, blah. Technology and data. Yeah, technology and data. Here's an idea for technology. E-filing should be free. The state should have what is this? The Judicial Branch of California should have its own e-file portal. I mean, it doesn't even have to be free. You can charge a fee to whatever you need it to run, or we can pay for it, higher taxes, I guess. No one wants to hear that. I think I just lost all my audience. But hey, you know what? You get what you pay for. With taxes, you pay taxes, you get what you pay for. So I think it'd be nice to have a state e-filing portal that the court just operated, and maybe you use it and you pay a fee like when you use it. Maybe you can avoid taxes by having the user pay the fee. What is it, a couple dollars? You know what I mean? To e-file, you pay less than $5 unless it's like a giant document, like 100 documents that are 10,000 pages each. But you're filing most of your documents, should be under $5, or it can be free if we have a tax system. So okay. Don't quit the podcast just because I said tax. But there are private vendors that do it, and I guess this is like America. That's what you do. You have private vendors kind of take over where they can be more efficient and effective and blah blah blah. But I don't know how hard. Look at me. I have no idea. Probably it's really hard. But I think one day to have the state have its own e-filing portal would be ideal. I mean, it seems like it'd be fair. I trust the state with that more than I have the ability to rein in some of these corporations, even though, so even though, I don't know, they can figure it out. I don't mean to be stepping on anyone's toes, but right now there's vendors that do the e-filing, and you would think that the state could have its own e-filing thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Oh, they got photos. That's cool. I'll put some of these photos on. I'll do a little production on this podcast. Let's see I'll get to the photos in a second. Statewide filing data. Since it launched April 2019 through November 2025, more than 3,200. It's embarrassing. 328,528 litigants have submitted requests to reduce their fines, resulting in more than $110,286,008 in reductions. Oh, hey now. CARE Act, since it took effect October 2023 through November 2025, statewide courts have received 3,092 CARE Act petitions, held 7,352 CARE Act hearings, and approved 684 CARE Act agreements, or ordered 22 CARE Act plans. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Since assuming responsibility for court construction in 2002, who did court construction before 2002? The council has completed 35 new courthouses, and another 16 are underway in various stages. That I'm excited for. Okay, 50 new public lactation spaces with plans for 78 more. That's good. That's pro-family. That's pro-mother and pro-baby. I'm reading that right? Lactation? I hope I'm reading that right. More than 7,000 remote hearings. Each business day, more than 7,000 remote hearings. That is cool. I'm down with that. Save court users 1.75 million trips to the courthouses annually. Okay, you hear that, people? 1.75 million trips to the courthouses annually. People don't have to make because they're doing more than 7,000 remote hearings a day, which we all love that. This is basically a remote hearing. You just got your Zoom, you got your mic on and you talk to the judge. You don't gotta go to the courthouse. I like going to the courthouse, but sometimes you don't have the time, and you definitely don't want to park and gas and ugh. Judicial diversity. Female judicial officers now consume 43% of the state's judges. Asian, Black, Hispanic judges have more than doubled. Civics outreach, more than 400 volunteer judges representing 35 counties supported the Judges in Classroom initiative. Okay, so we got a lot of cool stuff. We did a lot of things. It's a lot of numbers, people. I'll share with you some of these photos. These aren't the best photos. I thought I took bad photos. This is cool. I love stuff like this. This one, Council Tribals Court State Forum marks 15th anniversary. So I read that, but they got some really cool jewelry here. And I always like a good display when you go to a courthouse and they have a cool display and kind of show, it could be historical stuff. It could be cultural stuff. The U.S. Marshals have a building, or they have a office downtown in the federal building on, that's like Hill. Is that on Hill? So they have a really, really cool display. It's like a tiny museum. They have a really cool safe from the 19th century, just an old school safe. They got old school badges from the 19th century. They have a couple really old guns, or maybe they're replicas. I can't tell the difference, but they look real. The Marshalls looks like Knott's Berry Farm had a Western area. I haven't been there in years, but they used to have like a Western thing going on in Knott's Berry Farm. And it kind of reminded me of that. They have really cool Marshals, U.S. Marshals. Oh, they got photos in there. They have a whole hallway of photos, just photo after photo after photo after photo of like famous arrests. The U.S. Oh, excuse me. I told you earlier, it gets hard for me to talk this long. My throat starts, I don't have the skills. I don't have the ability yet. I'm developing it. Anyways, the Marshals have a really cool display. They have a hall of like photos of all the famous arrests they've made throughout the years, and really, really cool old photos. I guess of not cool things. People getting arrested is not cool. Or I guess maybe it's cool, depending on how you think about it, but it's cool that, like justice and all, but not cool. Crime's not cool. So anyway, the photos are cool. So I always love going to the Marshal's office for that reason, but for another reason I don't like going. Usually it's because somebody wants me to, like, that's where I do writs sometimes. We'll do a writ there. I don't even know the proper language for this. Doing a writ, executing a writ, serving a writ, it's a whole thing. I rarely do it. I do it sometimes. I can do it. I have done it. I probably will do it again. But you either go to the sheriff, or in some cases you go to the U.S. Marshals. I think it depends on what kind of case it was. I'm guessing if it's a federal case, then you go to the marshal. But essentially it's like when you're serving the bank with documents and they're going to take money out and give it to like somebody won a case. Like I win a case against somebody else and they owe me money, or they're guilty of something and they owe someone money, and there's money in an account and they need to go get it out and give it to the other person. And the person who's supposed to pay the judgment, like they're not doing it. So you got to go in there and get it. There's a whole, and rightfully so, there's a whole procedure for that, because they don't want to just willy-nilly have marshals and sheriffs going into banks and taking money and giving it to people. So you have to really have your paperwork lined up correctly. It's really got to be precise, and I mean really precise. I've been there before. Usually when I go, I got to go once, and then they tell me what I did wrong, and then I got to go back. Like they look at every they'll look at every item. They'll look at every line. They don't leave anything unturned. It's probably the most like difficult one to do, in terms of the clerk is going to like scrutinize your paperwork. And they'll really make sure that you got those documents perfect. Because it's a serious thing. You're going into someone's bank and taking their money. I guess it's not their money, but it's not a willy-nilly thing. I've done that a couple times. And then what you do is you take the return from the sheriff and you serve it to the bank, and then you file the proof with the marshal, and then you're done. It's like process serving, but it's like the worst one. It's just, and the stakes are high because there's money involved and people are anxious, and it's just not my favorite. But so that's why I don't like going to the marshals, because that's every time I've been there, it's for a writ. But it is a really, really cool office that they got. All right, more pictures. This is a cool picture. I'll put some of the pictures up here. I'll throw up the slideshow. I don't have it right here right now, but I'll do it afterward. You'll be able to see everything. Not the greatest pictures. But that was the year in review. So cool. Data dashboard, award recipients. Man, I love stuff like that. This is the end of the year. They put out like they put out everything. It's like this is all they've been doing all year, is getting this report ready. Oh, man. Let's move on. Let's see what else we got here. Judge erred in applying offset to award under lemon law. Ooh. Judge's error. That's juicy. Justice, blah, blah, blah. Something about a Hyundai. The amount benefit paid by insurer should not have been deducted from damages. Okay, I'll read this headline and then we'll see. Justices say that where buyer made a demand that Hyundai repurchased defective vehicle, which was then totaled in an accident, amount of benefit paid by insurer should not have been deducted from the damages. So the person didn't get as much money as they should have. Purchased a Hyundai Elantra in 2016 for $26,673.30. Driven and maintained. Then they made a demand for Hyundai to repurchase the vehicle pursuant to Civil Code 1793.2. So, Lemon Law Act, and then let's see. There's a lot here, but apparently they should have subtracted the jury. Oh, man. So they didn't get as much money as they should have. Man, you lawyers, this is like so much. It's like such a nuanced, detailed argument. Freaking lawyers, you guys are smart. So, okay, that's cool. I'll read that. That's a fun one. So someone got more money, or they're supposed to get more money. Newsom appoints 4 to LA Superior Court. Ooh, that's a good one. Judge orders Homeland Security to stop arresting immigrants at courts in Northern California. Okay, that's news. Let's see. Judicial appointees: Aaron Reed, Aaron Donovan, Jonathan Eisenman, Sarah Ellenberg. 2 Aarons. Okay. They spell it the same way, too. Aaron is one of those names that you can spell like 700 different ways. Okay. So good for you guys. Congratulations to you guys, new judges. Congrats. That's exciting. What did it say? They got appointed to Superior Court. So good for, I'm sure they're happy. That's really great for them. I'm sure they love that. That's an honor. And LA Superior Court, I guess that could be any number of courthouses that they're going to be at. Gavin Newsom, all of the appointees are Democrats. Okay. Hey, I'm not getting into politics here, but that's just what I read. I'm just reading it. Okay. This isn't about that. This is not that type of podcast. Congratulations to you guys. Yeah, cool. Good job. Very smart people. 2 Aarons, ERIN, out of 4 people. That seems unusual. Okay, everybody, it's that time of the podcast where I remind you that I'm a process server, that I serve documents to CT Corp and LegalZoom almost daily. I could do it daily. I just need more work. But I could be there daily. My goal is to be there daily. I always have a chunk of my day that I set for going to Glendale. I can do same day routine service. I'm somewhat of a specialized in serving registered agents, CT Corp and LegalZoom. It's a big part of what I do. I offer the most secure, best, fastest, most reliable, most accurate, most pleasant to deal with, most professional process server service to serving these registered agents. They serve CT Corp and LegalZoom are registered agents for such entities as I don't know, Bank of America, Walmart, maybe, Experian. Who else? I think Wells Fargo's over there. I think Target might be over at one of those, or maybe they were in the past. Uber, Lyft, is PayPal there? Are all these people there? Just about everybody's over there. And if you need CT Corp served in Glendale or LegalZoom served in Glendale, just send me an email, info@servect.net. That's info@servect.net, servect.net. That's CT as in CT Corp. I'll put the email right here so y'all can see it. info@servect.net. You just get in touch with me and we'll serve these documents. We'll get it easy, squared away, done, good, fast. You'll be happy. You'll get your proof faster. It'll be accurate. I'm serving the document. I'm making the proof. I'm signing it. I'm not pawning it off to somebody who I'm not paying enough money and just working them to the bone for inaccurate, unreliable service. The proof's got typos. It looks bad. It's ugly. Not mine. My proofs look beautiful. Each one of my proofs of service is a work of art, and you get it faster than a McDonald's drive-thru. It's like getting a one-of-a-kind work of art, but with the convenience of a McDonald's drive-thru. So go ahead. If you need to have something served to CT Corp or LegalZoom, you contact me at info@servect.net. My name's Nick. I'll be dealing directly with you. I'm serving the document. I'm making the proof. I'm emailing you. I'm talking to you. We got my phone number. It's just me. You're getting the best. You're getting the most reliable. It's boutique. It's bespoke. It's number one. You can't beat it. It's the best. You're going to have the best service of your life. And you're going to be happy and you're going to get to move on with your stuff, knowing that you have a licensed, I don't think license is the right word, registered, bonded professional. I don't have a license. You just have a registration number. But you're getting a pro. You're getting a pro's pro. You're getting direct access to the best. And it's my specialty. It's I dream of serving CT Corp. It's all I want to do in life. So if you're serving Uber, Lyft, Experian, ... there's a million of them. Any of them going to CT Corp or LegalZoom in Glendale, California, you just contact me. In the future, I just started using ChatGPT to try to develop a portal. So I'm going to have a new intake portal for servect.net. So you're not even going to have to email. It's just a portal. It'll be like Amazon. You just do everything on the website. You log in, you put your docs in, you make your request. It's all right there. That's another goal for 2026 is to move away from the email and to get the service portal functioning. So we're growing, we're getting there. We're moving, we're grooving, we're getting there fast, and we're doing just about the best job there is. The future's never been brighter. Serve your documents to CT Corp by contacting me, Nick, at info@servect.net. And with that, we're going back to the show. All right. So I served a couple people, or at least made attempts to, over this holiday weekend. I was just at UCLA. I had to serve someone wanted a transcript, and they're serving a subpoena to get a transcript. And I don't know if that's I've never heard of that, but I don't know how these things work. So it just seemed like you can get your transcript by ordering it, but they're using a subpoena to get the transcript. I went there. I don't know if they're closed. Does anyone know? Is UCLA? It's the, I'm going to have to go back again tomorrow. It's it's where the registrar, I don't know if it's registrars that they call it, but that's where you get your transcripts. It's the, what do they call it? What's the name of the place? Ugh, it's going to bother me now. Hold on. Murphy Hall, custodian of records, Murphy Hall. So I was able to go down there. I think it was closed. I think they're even closed for the holidays. I think it's still school break. I think the kids are still not in class, and I don't think the place is open. I was there, and there was nobody there, and every door. I literally walked around the entire building and checked every door. There was no security guard. There was nobody inside, no students, nobody around. Every door was locked. So I'm gonna have to go back again tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to see if I can find out online if they're closed. It is a school. They might be closed for the holiday, or for the break, the student break. Maybe the other parts of the school in the Murphy Hall and the registrar and all that. Maybe they are also closed. I kind of expected them to be open, but it was nice. It was nice over there. It's kind of chilly. I mean, it's still warm, but it's 65 degrees, 60 degrees. So it's, for LA, it's kind of chilly. I had a nice walk around the campus, and, oh man, so many hills. It's such a hilly campus. It's crazy. It's like such a workout on that campus. It's such a workout. It's like on several hills. You're going uphill in every direction. In Westwood, it's not a place I love to park. I would have ridden my bike there, but I couldn't. I had to drive, and it's just not my favorite place to find parking. It's really busy. A lot of students, a lot of hospitals. There's a lot going on in Westwood, or especially around UCLA. Restaurants. There's people living and going out. It's just trying to park. Usually, if I have to go to UCLA, it's going to involve me parking somewhere, and then doing a lot of walking. So I got my steps in today. It was a nice cool-ish day, a little bit of a breeze. Went for a nice walk. This place was closed though, so that's a bummer. I talked about it in the last episode. I like serving people. I don't like non-serving people, but unfortunately I think they're legitimately closed for the winter break. What I'm going to do later today, I still got a couple hours of business. I still have a couple business hours left in the day. I'm going to try to find a phone number and call and see if I can get either information or talk to someone or get a recorded message that says either what their hours are or at least confirm what I think, which is that they are closed for the holiday. So we'll see. We'll get into that. I have a couple jobs on hold. I have a couple people I'm serving. I completed diligence on a couple people. I'm just doing a lot of collecting. Don't even get me started. I don't want this podcast to be me complaining about collecting. I could have a whole podcast of that, but I don't want to scare off my clients. Yeah, so it's just been a lot of bookkeeping, a lot of it's that time of year. You're closing the books for Q4. You got 2+ more days to hit your goals, and yeah, just not a lot of work serving people, and certainly not a lot of people have been home, or I've been asked to go to places that are closed or not there, or bad addresses, old addresses, not good. Just been a lot of busy work for me, driving around, riding my bike around, and not serving too many people, unfortunately. Although, like I said many times before, for this time of year, that's kind of what to expect. I am going to see T Corp tomorrow. I do have some work to complete over there. I just sent something to CSC Lawyers Inc. in Tennessee, in Nashville. I've never served someone in Nashville, but I had some guy serve out there for me. He did a great job. I know there's a CSC in Sacramento. All of these places have offices in every state, I think. But yeah, that's one I've never served before. So I'm glad I made a connection with a good process server out there. Seems like I like working directly with process servers, and not as much as I can. This isn't any of you listening. If you're a part of this, if you work for a company or attorney services company, it's not like say anything about that, but I'm independent and I prefer to work with other people who are kind of like me and an independent, doing it kind of on your own type thing. I'd like to support that. So yeah, just worked with the guy in Tennessee, did a good job. Hopefully I have more work for that area, for Nashville. He did a good job, and I can get that done pretty simple now. Yeah, I already have people I use for CSC in Sacramento, and I take care of all the LA work, so for myself. So that's that. But anyways, that's the end of this show. We'll catch up with you again on Friday. I'll try to stay on schedule. And with that, happy Monday, everybody. I'll talk to you later.